Hey guys, it's Michael Ward. You're tuned into Revolutionary Health, the show focused on Black gay men's health and wellness. Make sure you check us out on all our social media, Facebook and Instagram, The Counter Narrative, and Twitter at Building Desire. But most importantly, make sure that you like this video and subscribe to us as well. So today we're going to talk about vulnerability, which is just basically opening yourself up to be your true, authentic self with another person, which is something that I'm on my own personal journey working toward. And I wanted to share just some of the things in my journey that have helped me out in becoming more emotional vulnerability and showing up as who I really am, Michael Ward. So one of the things really that helped me become more emotionally vulnerable, I would say, is my nephew. So with my nephew being born, like him coming into this world, I like to call it my first real feeling of unconditional love, because there was this whole new person that came in this world that wanted nothing from me, that knew nothing about me, and he loved me just for being who I am. And I get to be uncle, which is one of the most exciting things to me, but really coming into the world, not knowing anything, having a mind of his own, and me as an uncle being able to just tell him about who I am and him learning who I truly am, really opened me up. And I call it making my heart burst open, because I love him with everything in me. And I really think our relationship and me being able to be honest about my experiences, about my journey, about growing up, who I am, has really changed me and how I treat him. Another experience definitely for me was getting into therapy. So working on my mental health has been something I've been doing for the last couple of years, but the only way that it was really going to work between me and my therapist, which I went through a few, honestly, because I wasn't really being who I was. But with my last therapist, I really had to show up as my true, authentic self. That was the only way that it was going to work. If I wanted to get better, I had to just put it all on the table and cry if I needed to cry, scream if I needed to scream. And she gave me the space, and feeling safe, I think, was one of the main things that really made me just open up and want to be a better person and able to communicate my emotions better, just not sitting in her chair, but in the world. A lot of times I find it very hard to talk about myself for a few reasons. So as y'all find out as you watch more of these videos, and you probably see me as the face of Counter Narrative, I model. So a lot of times when I show up on set, it's just stand there and be pretty a lot of times. And I just simply take photos. A lot of, the jokes and the laughs and everything that goes behind it, you don't get any of that. You get the final image, but you don't really hear me speak. You don't really get a chance to know who I am. And a lot of my acting as well, too, has just been me being this other person. I give Michael into this character. I'm saying their words, I'm living their thoughts at times. So you don't really get to see Michael on stage or in a film. You get to see whoever I'm playing, that character at the time. But it still is Michael infused in that. And a lot of things for me over the years has kind of made me retreat into myself, where I haven't made myself as emotionally accessible with people, and that is why I'm on the journey for emotional vulnerability right now. One of the things that has really helped me become more vulnerable in my life is definitely practicing on my friends. So let's say I'm scared to say something because I think somebody's gonna fear their reaction, or I don't want to have them judge me or any of those things. A lot of times I'll practice on my friends. So case in point, I'll call my best friend up and I'll be like, okay, I don't really know if I should say this. I'm kind of scared to let this person know this side of me for whatever reason it is. They're going to leave me, or they may not like it. And I kind of just talk it out through somebody that I feel comfortable with. And I just speak it out, because I think getting it out for me is the hard part. So once I've actually said the words and it's out there, and I've got a friend on my side that I know is not judging me, is not doing any of those things for me, that it makes it a little bit easier for me to open up to whoever I'm saying that to, whether that's a partner, whether that's another one of my friends, whether that's my parents. But one of the major things for me has been therapy. And I know it's a privilege. I'm very privileged, sadly, to be able to afford a therapist and have coverage for a therapist. But find therapy in different ways. Art can be therapy. Talking to God or the universe or whatever that you believe in can be your therapy. But find something where you feel comfortable and you feel safe, and you have that moment where you can just show up and be yourself. And I definitely want to hear from y'all in the comments on how you yourself became more vulnerable. So that way, everybody reading it can share with each other, because I'm not the only person on this journey, and we want to heal together. So make sure you follow us as well on Twitter at Building Desire, Facebook and Instagram, The Counter Narrative as well. But most importantly, like the video, subscribe, and tune in every week.